Thank you for joining me today. In this video, what I'd like to do is focus on a small segment of what's known as our writer's workshop. During a writer's workshop, we engage in the beginning of a writing prompt, and students are given independent writing time after they've been given an opportunity to process what the writing prompt was. And then from there, we would later return to our writing, perform a quick reread, and to enhance or revise what we've written using new elements that we're learning during grammar. So during grammar, we focus quite a bit recently on nouns to be able to identify what they are and how to categorize them, as people, places, or things. And this is going to be an important step moving forward, as being able to identify these parts of speech will allow us to apply grammar rules more easily. In this case, what we're focused on is using, or rather applying, adjectives and adverbs to enhance nouns for adjectives, and also verbs, and in some cases also nouns using adverbs, as they are interchangeable. And so what I'm going to do now is just demonstrate a little bit of what our practice is in class, and what I would also expect your child to mirror during their asynchronous time. So what we're going to do is look at these sample sentences. So on screen you should be able to see, let me see if I can move so that you can, okay. So on screen you should be able to see the sentences, my neighbor's dog ran into, oops, I've already made a mistake. The yard. He was wagging his tail. On his face was a smile. And so what I'm asking students to do, more so during their asynchronous time, is to identify first the nouns in the sentence. So if I start at the beginning, so my neighbor's dog, so neighbor would be a person in this case, so we can identify, or we would categorize that as a noun. Dog would be a thing, ran into the yard, yard would be a place. He was wagging his tail, tail would be a thing. On his face, which is a thing, was a smile. All right, once I've had students identify the nouns, I then ask them, well, okay, which words would I use to describe a noun? And at this point, they should be fairly familiar with adjectives, knowing that adjectives will modify or describe a noun in some regard, whether it's quantity, or smell, or texture, or whatever. So if we start at the beginning, I would ask them to say, okay, well, you don't have to pick every noun to be able to add an adjective to, but I would like for you to, at least per sentence, incorporate an adjective of some kind. Whether it's to one of those nouns or multiple, still, I want them to focus on at least getting used to integrating adjectives into their writing. So looking first at my neighbor's dog ran into the yard. They can pick any noun that they want to enhance. So I could say my neighbor's dog ran into the front, because that's more of a preposition, but the front yard, my neighbor or my friendly, that would be an adverb, I guess. Neighbor's dog, and I can give this a color, right? So brown would be an adjective. He was wagging his tail, and then I could describe that tail as fluffy. On his, how should I say, on his happy, to describe the way in which to describe the face and the way he's presenting it, was a smile. So really simple, it's nothing too complex, but I do ask that your child go in and be able to identify the nouns and to apply adverbs or adjectives to enhance those nouns and to improve or revise their sentences. All right, we'll leave it there. I will be setting up more videos as well to keep you informed as to some of our classroom practices and how you can best support your child. Thank you.